Hi again, everybody. Today I wanted to talk about how there's nothing to be afraid of. Learning that there's nothing to be afraid of. So, recently, the last couple of months, the last month, I guess, I was going through and am still going through an issue with accepting the fact that I have to buy my own insurance. So, I'm buying my own insurance, right? So, I get a medical test and they want more tests, but my new insurance has like a $7,000 out of pocket maximum before they'll pay anything. So I've never had to buy my own insurance before. But now that I have quit a job that did not align with me and having the courage to step into freelancing and really just following what my heart wants next, I have to buy my own insurance. When I got this news that more tests are required or recommended, and there's a $7,000 out of pocket maximum before I can have these tests to make sure nothing's wrong with me, um, I started to panic. And I started to be so fearful of not being able to take care of myself. So after leaving my 32-year marriage 3 years ago, I am in the process of learning and knowing that I can take care of myself. And not only is there a $7,000 out of pocket maximum, and I don't even like to talk about this but I'm talking about this to just tell a story, not to wallow in the negativity of it, because to be honest, I'm not even seeing it as a negative anymore. And this is why I want to do this. I want to explain why. So not only is there a $7,000 out-of-pocket maximum, but it costs me about $800 a month or more. Next year it's going to be more for me to have that $7,000 out-of-pocket maximum. So it left me with a feeling of powerlessness, anger, being trapped. And it made me, so what I chose to do was I chose to sit in meditation on it. And what was coming up for me was old feelings of resentment toward people and things that I feel like I have no control over. Even institutions like the government or organizations or authority figures of any kind, whether they're a person or a thing that I feel like has control over me. And that is one of the things that I'm realizing is a block for me towards financial abundance, is this feeling of something having more control over my life than I do. So at first I started freaking out. How am I going to get this test done? Oh my God. I called my financial advisor. I can take money out of my 401k and I can finance it. That's it. I'll finance it. I'll find the money somewhere to get this test done. So for about a week and a half, I sat in that fear and all those feelings of being lost, feeling lost, and not being able to take care of myself. And I just meditated in it like an hour, 2 hours a day, let them come up. No matter how uncomfortable they were, I sat with it and let them come up. And in being there, after about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, I don't know, I stuck with it. I did not distract myself. And I realized during that time that all I needed to do was feel those feelings. And what happened with them was they just left. It's almost like they were not testing me, because I don't believe I'm being tested. I believe I'm being guided and I believe I'm being shown. But they were showing me what I don't need to be afraid of, and that I don't need to be afraid of anything, because the longer I sat in them, the more they left. And now, instead of acting from a place of fear, like, what can I do? I need to get this test. After that went away, I was just sitting in calmness and stillness in my body. And I just asked my body, how are you? How are you? What do you want me to know about you right now? And I have such a peaceful, confident, knowing feeling that I am going to let this flow with ease. Now, don't get me wrong. If you need a medical test, get the medical test. But what I did was, once I was out of that fear based place, I was able to make decisions from a more centered, grounded place. And so, what I decided to do was call the doctors that were involved with this procedure and speak to them on the phone and ask them, hey, what do you think about me waiting until I can get better insurance coverage? And what if I choose to buy better insurance coverage? And what do you think about waiting till after the first of the year? And they all said, oh my gosh, yes, do that. It's totally not urgent. You need to get it, I'd recommend you getting it done, but it's not urgent. So instead of me forcing this to happen out of a fear based place, life isn't about forcing things to happen. It's about ease and flow and allowing the answers to come to you in a space of stillness. And so that's what I did. And in that space, I thought, oh, why don't I just call the doctors and talk to them about it? Because I now I don't only believe that um, that the physicians in my life are who I need to depend on for the answers to my questions about what medical treatment that I am going to choose for myself, but it's also about how I feel in my body and how much I know my body. And it's about what is manifesting in my body now from years before, of when I was accepting the unacceptable from others, when I was taking on something that wasn't mine. So, because of this event that's happened, and because of a meditation retreat with Kyle Cease that I went on in September, this all happened at the same time. And after the meditation retreat, I realized, oh my God, this situation is here to show me that I need to freaking let go of everything that's not mine to keep. Everything that's not mine to take on, I need to let it go. So that's what I've been doing. And that's what I've been in the process doing, no matter how much it hurts to say goodbye to people or how much it hurts to let go of normalcies in my life, patterns and habits that have comforted me. If they're not there, if they're not in my best interest anymore, letting them go, because I feel like that's directly connected to what is presenting in my body now. So, this next few months, couple of months, gives me time to release all that, and then I can approach the new year with ease and flow. But so this video was just about, I wanted to talk about ease and flow versus forcing. And I know that I've done videos about ease and flow versus forcing before, but I wanted to just expound on that, because when you take the time to let yourself sit in the feelings of fear and panic, let yourself feel those fear and panic stuff. You need to get through that. You need to just sit in that, let that be. Let that little girl scream and be like, but what if you don't do this? And then what's going to happen? And then, no, you have to do what they say. They're in charge. Whatever, all that stuff. You have to sit in that. But something in that told me, no. I can act out of my fear, or I can act out of my warrior and my truth. And once I was able to be in stillness, after all those feelings left, I was able to connect with my truth. So, okay, it takes patience to do all that stuff, and it takes fearlessness and courage, but we all have it. We all have it, and all the answers are inside of us. So go to my website, A Heart-Based Life, and you can connect with me more there if you'd like. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear from you on what are some of your fears and situations you've overcome by connecting to yourself and getting grounded to your own stillness and awareness and your own wisdom. Okay, bye everybody.